following stories are inspired by documented paranormal encounters. Some locations and identities may have been changed to protect the people involved. These stories may be disturbing for younger audiences, and listener discretion is advised. This podcast is based on true events.
Hey, I'm B, she, they.
Hi, I'm Dalia, she, they.
Hi, I'm Brandon, he, him.
And this podcast is based on true events.
I give it a little
Nice.
flair, a different little voice this time. You adjusting your mic? Good. How about yours? Your mic good?
Yes.
Good.
Mike,
Mike, are you good? Yeah, I'm fine.
I realized that I didn't move it back before we started, so I had to I was leaned up into my mic.
Oh, I see.
But my bad. That's why I was like, wait, let me...
All
So if
right.
you hear screeching, my bad.
Vibe checks.
How's your vibe?
I'm doing fine.
Yeah?
I'm doing good, yeah. We keep talking about pretty heavy subjects in between episodes. So I'm like,
Oops.
man.
Whoopsies!
Oh, man. And then...
It'd be like that.
Yeah.
You get a bunch of neurodivergent people in the same household, and they just start trauma dumping.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
It's been one of those fucking times. So I hope by the time this episode comes out that I am not dissociating as much.
I hope by the time this episode comes out, we have more money.
That would be nice.
I hope
And
by
also
time,
gas is cheaper.
Yeah.
I hope by the time this episode comes out, I got a bigger ass.
Want some collard greens?
Yeah, it's funny you say that, because that's the song on in my head.
Amazing. Fantastic. Speaking of vibe checks, how are you? We know your song. Anything else going on in there?
Or rattle.
Nothing good!
Oh, no.
An unknown rattling sound that I probably should get checked out.
Yeah.
What about you,
I
hun?
think I'm due for an oil change myself.
Oh, I'm definitely due for an oil change. I'm waiting for that fucking...
I meant my brain,
My
but...
check engine light
yeah,
is
that
on.
too.
I'm waiting for that tax money to hit so I can get my oil changed.
Yeah, same.
And maybe even my filter, because Lord knows that's way
I'm gonna
overdue.
need new brake pads. I just know it. It's
Oh,
been,
man.
yeah, I'm gonna need a slew of stuff. And then my lug nuts on my tires. Apparently, they're all swollen because they were put on too tight, I guess, by the
Love
last
that.
person. So yippee! And the last person who touched my tires was the Warsaw mechanics.
Yeah.
So, suing them. Okay, so vibe check though. Hungry.
Yeah?
Hungry. My hip hurt.
Oh.
I just want to curl up in a blanket and take a little nap.
Yeah. After this, I got to edit the podcast for tomorrow, which for you was like 4 weeks ago. And then I'm free. I'm free to do whatever. And then in the morning, I got to wake up, drive to the nearest and cheapest gas station, fill up not only my car but a little gas tank, a small little handheld gas thing, so that I could put it in my mower so that I can mow the lawn tomorrow. Which at least it won't be that hot, so it'll be all right. But I'm not looking forward to it. I hate mowing the lawn.
I love
Yeah.
doing yard work, mowing the lawn,
I
and all
hate doing
that.
yard work.
How much you charging?
Yeah, for real.
I'm dead ass. I don't even do the yard work, and I'll help pay.
I was told to check like a Nextdoor app, like a neighborhood app.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I use
Some-
Nextdoor.
Sometimes people will be like, "Yeah, I'll do it for this." So that might be
Yeah, or
fun.
check your local town's Facebook group. There's always kids looking for work too.
That's
Right.
Looking to
True.
make a little extra money.
Yeah.
I'd rather you pay a kid $20 to take care of your yard than me.
No, for sure. I'm trying to save money though, so I just gotta do
Yeah,
it.
that's true.
I just gotta do it. I know I gotta do it. I just don't like doing it.
I think
At
it's
least I-
cathartic.
Well, at least I have headphones so I can listen to stuff now.
Mm-hmm.
But my mower especially has like a big gaping hole in it. And so if it's too dry, the grass just poofs up into the air and all over me. So there's that, I guess. Like the finer grass
Get
does.
grass, loser.
Get grass, loser. Exactly. Also, can you guys believe that tomorrow, the day after this episode releases, will be 1 year that we have been a podcast? Our very first episode released on the 1st of June in 2025.
It's amazing.
So this is essentially our 1 year anniversary episode.
Happy anniversary,
Happy
guys.
anniversary, guys.
Anniversary.
It doesn't feel like it's been that long.
No, it doesn't.
Mm-mm.
It feels like we just started this bitch here.
It feels like it's been like 3 months.
Yeah, for real. So for that, I made sure to move my stories for this recording session around so that my favorite one that I got ready will be on this episode. And I think it's a good one. I think it's a really, really interesting one. I think you guys are really going to like it. So don't prove me wrong. Please like my story. Anything else to say before we get into that story?
No.
Okay. Send it. So, I didn't write an intro for this one. But the thing is, I feel like it should have an intro because it's such an interesting story. But I'm not going to think of one on the fly because I don't think it would be good and nothing's coming to mind. So, instead, I will go right into it and tell you about a story that was shown on the show Hotel Paranormal.
Transylvania.
Hotel Paranormal. This story I like to call The House on Hobo Hill. Jefferson City, Missouri, 2017. Aaron and Aaron Clark are looking for their dream home for themselves and their 2 children. And yes, that is their names. Aaron with an A and Aaron with an E.
It's funny, I can hear the difference in your voice.
Aaron and Aaron. Yeah.
Aaron.
Aaron has stumbled into this old historic house near where some family lived in the neighborhood of Hobo Hill, and the couple fell in love with it immediately when they first entered the door. However, upon their inspection of the basement to make sure that the foundation and pipes were all sound and secure, like Dalia, me and you know what that's like, they started to pick up on something. Both Aaron and Aaron say that the moment they entered the basement, it was like the energy shifted completely. Maybe it was something about the way the air smelled, or the way that the shadows played along the walls, but they both say they felt like the basement had a very dark feeling to it. So potent that it almost made them feel ill.
It's always the basement.
It is always the basement. And these feelings of unease would only increase as they explored deeper into the basement. Down at the very end, the couple discovered something majorly unsettling. Several metal cage-like structures, large enough for people to fit inside, and complete with a lock on the outside of its door. Like their doors. Mm-hmm. So, cages, big enough for people to be in. Multiple cages. This... Huh? This proved to be a bit too much for Aaron, and she left the basement to explore more of the house while Aaron stayed behind. On his own now in the basement, this is when Aaron noticed that on the floor in the corner of the room there was a big circular wet spot that with no noticeable explanation really.
I didn't do it.
Thank you for clarifying.
This time.
Aaron notes that several people since then have told him that it could possibly be from a spring underground or even plumbing issues, but back in the present, we have no idea what it is. And even today, we don't really know. We have no explanation for this, like legitimately. There's no leak. There's no real condensation in that area. We don't know. But back in present day, Aaron is jolted up by Aaron yelling for him from upstairs. He hurries up to her location on the second floor and finds that she had found that on every one of the doors upstairs, there had been spray painted the numbers 666 as well as a pentagram. Was this just some graffiti by some local kids that broken in? Or was this evidence of something darker that had gone on in the house? Either way, it reminded the couple about the rumors that surrounded the house that they were currently viewing. Apparently, some people in town like to refer to it as, quote, the haunted house on the hill. Very original. Lots of people they met after finding out they were thinking of buying the house would tell them about the bad feelings they would get while passing by it. Some even had their own tales of seeing strange things in the windows. The overall vibe of the house just felt off to everyone who came into contact with it. But Aaron and Aaron were different. They didn't believe in all that ghost nonsense after all.
Oh my god.
What's the worst that could happen? And so, despite everything I've told you previously, despite the cages, despite the spray-painted pentagrams on every door in the upstairs,
they walked out and didn't buy the house.
the couple go forward with the purchasing and renovating of the house on Hobo Hill.
Damn it!
One of these days, but not today.
They're white, aren't they?
Yep.
From the very beginning...
Oh?
You'll see what I mean. From the very beginning, the couple reports that weird stuff started happening. So almost immediately, TVs and their Bluetooth speakers would just randomly turn on and off. The lights would flicker and strange noises would happen all around the house. They just tried to explain it all away as it being an old house. Sometimes old houses creak and groan as they settle. Old electric isn't always the most reliable. But not everything was as easy to dismiss. While spending some time with her daughter, Raina, in her room, Erin had knocked something over and needed to grab something to clean it up with. Upon trying to open the door, Erin found it locked. Looking up, she saw that the deadbolt that sat near the top of the door was now completely latched shut, something she knows she didn't do. By the way, want to point out, I did some more research after this and found out that another creepy thing is every single door had one of those slide deadbolts attached to it too.
Wow.
Yes, so there's that.
Wow.
Thankfully they were inside, so it's not that suspicious.
I was going to ask, on the inside or the outside
No,
of the
they're
door?
inside, so
Right.
it's not that
Okay.
suspicious. But yes, so they had those at least. But she knows she didn't latch that shut. She would have had to go up and do it. It would be very obvious if she had done that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And something that her daughter didn't have the ability to do since she couldn't even reach that lock. Not long after this, Erin's two-year-old son Titus, when they would go and get him in the mornings, would point to the open closet in his room and just say, "Scary! Scary! It's scary!" Despite not being able to deny that more and more unexplainable things were starting to happen in the home, the couple decided to stick with it, not wanting to be driven out by something that they weren't even entirely sure they believed in yet. Things would continue to escalate, though, little by little. One night, Erin is woken up in the middle of the night by the sound of Raina crying loud enough to be heard from her own room. Erin follows the sound down the hallway to find Raina out of bed and standing in front of the window in her room. Erin can't see her face with her turned away, but he can see her shoulders shaking from just how hard she seems to be crying. He starts to ask what happened and what was wrong, but Raina continues crying and doesn't answer him. Soon enough, Erin also makes her way into the room, having been woken up by the noise as well. They both continue to question her on what she was crying about, when suddenly, Raina turns to Erin, looks her right in the face, and says, "Mommy, there's a red and black man under my bed."
The lipstick demon?
That's exactly where my brain
That's my
went.
first thought as well. Well, obviously, Erin checks under the bed, but he doesn't see anyone or anything that could have looked like the figure Raina described. The couple let Raina sleep in their room that night, but this experience kind of solidified for both of them that something that they couldn't explain was in their house. After that night, Raina started sleepwalking. While at first it was gradual, like everything in the house, one night it just escalated. You see, the couple was concerned with the sleepwalking, that with their rooms all being on the second floor, that Raina may fall down the stairs and hurt herself during these sleepwalking episodes. So they set up this kind of barricade at the top of the stairs as like a safety precaution, right? Well, one night, Aaron and his wife are woken by the sound of Raina screaming and absolutely freaking out. Rushing out to her, he found Raina standing at the barricade screaming, "Move this! Move this! Move this now!" over and over again. Aaron stands there for a moment trying to figure out how to go about this. What the hell's happening? Was this normal for sleepwalkers? He realizes all of a sudden that Raina has gone silent. As he watches her, Raina slowly turns, head tilted and smiling,
No.
to look Aaron dead in the eyes.
No.
In that moment, Aaron had an indescribable feeling that he wasn't looking at his daughter. He felt like he was looking into the eyes of something evil. Raina screams at the top of her lungs, causing Aaron to rush out to see what was going on. Aaron says that the way Raina was acting was like she was being piloted or puppeted by something. Raina screams again before shifting her gaze to Aaron. "Mommy," Raina says in a somewhat slurred voice, "what would happen if I threw my baby brother out the window?"
Oh my god.
The couple have no idea how to react to this. This wasn't their daughter. Was Raina being possessed? Raina suddenly breaks down in tears, and Aaron rushes over to hold her daughter in her arms. Through sobs, Raina says that she needs to tell Aaron something, and says that she didn't say that about her baby brother, but that her brain was what told her to say that. That night was a complete game changer for the family. They were terrified. All Aaron could think was all he could think about was how he was going to protect his family from whatever this thing was. The couple call in a medium and ask if they can investigate their basement, since they believe that may be the origin point of all the activity that they were experiencing. The medium seemed to be particularly drawn to that circular wet spot in the corner of the basement. It never dried up. It never changed its size. The medium said that she believed the wet spot to be a portal that dark entities could pass through.
Great.
The medium also said that she picked up on terrible things that had happened in that basement. One of these things, the medium claimed, was that of a satanic worshiper who once lived in the house. She claimed that this man buried his daughter alive in the basement as a way to, quote, test her faith.
What the fuck?
Not surprisingly, the daughter died. The medium offers to help the family cleanse the basement. They all do so together with frankincense and sage while all saying prayers. Aaron says he made sure to give special focus to that wet spot that was believed to be a portal, but confessed that he didn't have much confidence in the cleansing having worked. Over time, Aaron notices that she starts to feel weaker and sicker with each passing day, almost like something was draining her, feeding off of her. One night, she woke up with a feeling that the air had changed. She says it felt like there was something laying over top of her, like a big dark cloud of pressure. She couldn't scream. She couldn't move. All she could do was lay there terrified. She starts to choke as the pressure smothers her, leaving her unable to breathe. She felt absolutely helpless as she started thinking that whatever this was going to kill her. And then, it just vanished, leaving Aaron sobbing in her bed. With his wife and his daughter now having been attacked, Aaron decides that it was time to leave. They were done trying to fight. It wasn't worth risking his family's life. However, not feeling like they could unload this problem onto other unsuspecting families, the couple talk it through and decide to turn the house into a bed and breakfast. They figure that long term, the hauntings in the house may turn into something personal, but short term, wouldn't that just be enough to be more of a fun event without risking serious harm? And on their website, anyone wishing to book a stay is well informed about what they're getting themselves into with the house. They say that they have had many guests who have reported having their own experiences in the house, some not even able to make it through the night. Since leaving the house, the couple has also done their own research into the home. They found some speculation that the owners in the 1900s would hold prisoners in the basement to work on their home, inmates from a prison that was down the road. And if they couldn't get the inmates back to the prison in time, they would just hold them in the cages that were stored in the basement. They believe that the pain and suffering from those inmates may have been held on to by the house, causing even more negativity than there already might have been. If you have any interest in staying at the Hobo Hill House to try and have your own paranormal experiences, you can find it on Airbnb today. It can hold 10 guests, and it's 3 bedrooms and 4 beds, and it has 2.5 baths and costs about $540 a night.
Podcast road trip?
I was going to say, it's split between 10 people.
Split between 10 people? That's actually not that bad. If you think about it, really.
What state is this?
This was in Missouri, I believe. Yep, Missouri. Jefferson City, Missouri. So
I'm in the business of Missouri.
Take it from the top.
I'm in the business of Missouri.
So I think this is a really fun example of somebody taking a really bad situation. And I mean really bad. That was some scary shit that happened. Personally, I think after the thing with my daughter, that might have been enough, right?
Yep.
That's too much.
I'm out.
That's too much.
I visualized that very clearly, and it was very scary.
Yeah, that's too much. But I think it's a good example of somebody turning a really bad situation and being like, maybe we can make this a little bit better. Because I also agree, I would also feel bad pawning it off on an unsuspecting family, because you would almost have to, or else nobody's going to buy that shit, right?
Right.
And there's plenty of people who will pay for a paranormal experience.
Yeah.
Yep.
And like, yeah, I agree. Everything, at least I see the way of thinking. Everything seemed to start out really slowly and then escalate. So a few days should be nothing, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You would think.
I have one note here.
Yeah.
And it's when you said they were cleansing with frankincense and myrrh.
No, frankincense and sage.
Sorry. Frankincense and sage. And I went, good thing it wasn't myrrh. Murder.
I was
Judas, no.
I was about to be like, Murr's that one dude from Impractical Jokers.
Well, that took a left turn. Anyway.
Them leaving the prisoners in the cages downstairs. Imagine how dehumanizing.
Oh, for
that
sure.
must have felt for them.
Vile.
No, for sure.
Wow.
Yep. Why were the cages still there?
Why were the
Yeah.
cages still there? Yeah.
That's a good question.
One question I had is, are the cages still there now? They're not.
Okay, good.
No, the cages are not still there, thankfully. They seem to, during the renovation, they got rid of those. Also, as is true with any of the stories that I read, I do want to point out, there's going to be some paranormal experiences that slip through the cracks, and that's, like, you can't tell everything in, like, one 30 to 45-minute episode, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I say that because one of my pictures is actually from a different show, kind of, that I went and got. But I'll get to that when we get there. Anything else? Because this is really neat.
That's a lot to unpack.
It's a lot to unpack, but you can look it up. It's a beautiful house.
Is that one of your pictures?
Yes, I do. I have the outside of the house and I have the basement, which I'll show you.
Okay. I was gonna look it up.
So when you look it up, the interior though, beautiful house, and then you get to the basement, it's like, no. Because I don't show every room in the basement, but I'm going to go ahead and start with pictures if that's okay with you guys.
Yes.
Unless you have anything else to say.
Nope, I
Okay,
found it
cool.
on Airbnb.
Found it? Yeah, it's on Airbnb right now, which is crazy. So this first picture is the obligatory picture of the tellers of the story. This is Aaron and Aaron. So when you said, like, they're white, aren't they? One of them is.
Oh.
Aaron is a black man, and Aaron is a white girl, I believe. Unless she's another.
She could just be like light skinned.
She could be another ethnicity I don't know about, but on the surface it looks white. I apologize if I'm wrong about that. But yeah, so that's them. They're pretty active on social media and stuff. They seem like a really nice family, really really cool.
Oh yeah.
I hope the little girl's doing okay. I hope she's not too traumatized.
They seem
and all that.
like because they post about their children too. Obviously, I don't want to give any information on that or whatever right now, but they all seem to be doing fine. They seem to have a nice life, which
good.
I'm happy for them. That's awesome.
I was afraid that would be like really traumatizing.
No, yeah, for sure.
Hopefully it's blocked out.
Hopefully. This next one is a picture of the exterior of the house, which is a really cool looking house, I will say, from the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a nice house.
I love that porch.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
It's a really good porch. Oh,
Yeah,
for sure.
I just know it's an
imagine
expensive
being out on
house.
Can you imagine being out on like a rocking chair in the rain in that porch?
Yes.
So my aunt, she had a house in Coleraine that had a porch really similar to that, and it was our favorite place to hang out.
Yeah. It's a great porch.
I love our porch.
I do too. I love our porch as
Yeah.
well.
This one's nice and
This one's nice. But
Straight
it's not
though.
ours.
Yeah.
No,
ours
y'all
is
have a really
like
nice
a
porch.
wraparound. So
That's what I want, is a wraparound.
So this
porch.
next one, this next picture, this is of the basement. And not only of the basement, this is of the basement where the wet spot is. And you'll see it immediately.
Oh
Jesus.
wow, that's huge.
So, like I said, the cages aren't there anymore. They got rid of them during the renovation. But the cage, and there's other rooms of this basement that you can see on the Airbnb site, right? But no, that's a large puddle.
Yeah.
And they can't, like, they've looked into it. There's no leaks that explain it. They can't figure out why it's there, which just deepens the mystery, right?
Yeah.
When people actively go and investigate here, like, they'll book this place for like a weekend or even like a night and go and paranormal investigate, like, as a thing to do. I think that'd be fun as shit.
Yeah.
For sure.
I almost feel
Yeah.
bad though
Why so?
because there was a lot of like bad stuff that
Oh
had
yeah, yeah.
happened
You know what? You got a point. That's
and like
fair.
exploiting it. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
There's my brain has two. My inside of me are tools.
Two wolves.
And-
One, fun paranormal investigation. Other, feel bad for spirits, which I get.
It's like the Lizzie Borden house. It's not to that extent.
No, yeah. I think...
Or the Velisca.
I think it really
is
depends on... Velisca Axe Murder House, Lizzie Borden House, both of them are being kind of exploited
Yeah.
a bit, in my opinion. But I think in my opinion, at the very least, other people could have different ways of thinking about it. But I feel like as long as you yourself, you're going in there with this with respect.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You're going in there with respect. You're going in there to like see if you can communicate. You're not treating it as this big spectacle, right? Which that's what I would want to do.
Just don't be Zach Baggins.
Just don't
and
be
you'll
Zach
okay.
Bagans. Don't be your average ghost hunting YouTuber.
God.
Cause don't be Sam and Colby.
Please, God, don't be Sam and Colby.
Just
need a little respect.
yeah, I think if you go in with this idea, it's like I want to communicate. Like, sure, it's a great experience to get this evidence, but going in there and communicating with these spirits that are in there, trying to find answers. Because when you try to find answers in this place, you're not doing it alone. You're doing it with all the hundreds of people who have come before you and are also trying to get it. It's like you're uncovering a small little puzzle piece. Is the way I think about it. You know?
That's fair. Yeah.
You can't come in there pissing them off on purpose to try to get a reaction.
No, I think going into a haunted location, trying to rage bait the ghosts is always going to be the worst thing.
I think it's fucked
problematic.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were people once, at least.
That's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Obviously, there are inhuman entities, sure. Mm-hmm. We don't know the validity of that, like, satanic worshiper story.
Right.
But
I'm talking about the prisoners specifically. I think that's
yeah.
the thing that stuck out the most for me was the prisoners, unfortunately.
Well, I meant like an inhuman entity. We don't know if like somebody summoned Satan or like a demon.
Yeah,
in
no,
there.
I know
That's
exactly
I
what
mean.
you mean.
But something was in control of that girl. Like for sure.
Yep.
And the way they say that she described it, like my brain is telling me about things, like so for me instantly believable because like that's exactly how a kid would like describe that. It's like I didn't want to say that,
Well, what hit me, so my children are neurodivergent.
Yeah.
And I have absolutely heard my kids say, when I ask, why did you say that? Or why did you do that? Why did you think that? They've said, well, because my brain told me to. Mm-hmm. So that was a very real comment to hear.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Okay, so I have one more picture. And like I said, I had to go to a different show for this one because I was curious. Have you guys ever heard of the show Dead Files?
No.
I have.
Yeah, I know you have. So, I think you'd like this one. It is not your typical ghost hunting show. There are two people who are involved in this. One is a retired New York City police detective.
Hell yeah.
And one is a psychic medium.
Hell yeah.
I forget his name, but her name is Amy Allen, at least for the majority. Newer episodes, I believe the show's still coming out, but there's a new psychic involved now. I guess Amy just didn't want to do it anymore. They seem, from what I understand, it seemed like they ended on good terms. She felt like it was time to move on for her personally.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But they go in and they take it as different approaches. Like the detective, actually, I want to look up his name because I feel like so rude right now.
Just calling him the detective.
The detective, Dead Files. So his name is...
Make sure you look up the early seasons in case they change detectives.
No, they don't change detectives. I see him right there. Come on, Wikipedia, do me good.
He looks like a Joey.
His name is...
Joey Fatone.
Steve DeShavi, that's right. So his name is Steve DeShavi. And basically what they do...
That sounds like a New York name.
Same amount of syllables as Joey.
Yep.
Yeah.
His name, so Steve DeShavi and Amy Allen. And then I believe the newest psychic, her name is Cindy. I don't know her last name, but I just kind of glimpsed it. Mm-hmm. But they go in and they take it at different angles. They don't go in together. They don't meet until they meet with the couple at the very end again. So Steve goes in, and he gets all the information, right? He gets the family story, everyone who's involved, he gets their story on it. I love him. The way he interacts with the children especially is so kind and listening and caring and makes sure he comforts people. He lets them know, like, you're being listened to. I don't think you're crazy. I'm here to listen to what you have to say.
He's a good guy.
I love this man.
What'd you say the show was called?
Dead Files.
Dead Files.
The Dead Files.
Okay.
It is on HBO Max if you have that. If not, you can borrow ours. But like, no, yeah, that's a good one to watch because I can't really. It doesn't have the format I can use for this show, so I can just watch it like without having to worry about anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway, so he goes in, he does that, and then he actually goes to historians and gets the history of the house. He gets all of this stuff, people who lived in the house, like things that might have happened in the house that are bad rumors about the house. Amy then goes in and they have a camera person. He makes sure to be like, I go in the house first, I take out everything that could lead Amy in a certain direction. So he takes out all photos of the family. He takes out any photos of people or anything. And Amy goes in there as a cold run and just is filmed just saying anything that she feels. Like, I'm feeling this. This is what I'm seeing. This is what's going on. There's this is happening here. And then she actually goes to a sketch artist and has them sketch something that she sees, or that like a vision that she has saw, or something in the house. And these can get really creepy, right? Well, and then at the end, they meet back up with the family. This is the first time they compare evidence, and Amy actually does give insight on like whether she thinks these people should stay in the house or not, right? Like, and yeah, it's pretty impactful and pretty powerful. So they have an episode where they visited this house, the house on Hobo Hill, and Amy described seeing this vision of somebody in bed, and there was like a black mass that like shot through the door at them, like it pushed forward at them, right? And so that is what she had sketched. So that is the picture I'm saying now is the sketch of this thing that she described seeing of somebody in the bed. And Erin, the wife, she actually said that was something that she would experience, is something coming in through the door.
Oh my
at her.
gosh.
Yes. And so presumably this person in the bed is Erin in this case. So there's the sketch.
That's really interesting.
No,
It
yeah,
is.
it's such a good show. It's such an interesting show. I love the way they approach it. It's so much different than all the other ghost hunting shows that we get, which is just it's
I'm thinking about putting that on while I go reading the damn Dungeon Master Handbook.
yeah. Oh, I think you'd like it. I
Yeah.
really think you would.
Yeah.
I was watching it the other day, and even Dolly was starting to get into it. And usually, ghost shows make her sleepy because of the tone they have. It's like more subdued and shit.
And it's like darker, like the
Yeah.
lighting and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, to be fair, I saw the Batman in theaters with Robert Pattinson and fell asleep.
Damn.
I couldn't make it 30 minutes into that movie. I thought it was so bad.
Really?
I could not keep going.
It wasn't bad. I was able to see it. I saw it in theaters twice, but I felt like it's so relaxing because of the dark and like the
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's slow. I think it's slow.
That's the only Batman movie that I have not finished.
Wow.
I couldn't.
I haven't started. I love the look of Robert Pattinson's Batman, but I just don't feel it. I just don't care right now. Maybe one day I'll care and I'll watch it, but I just don't right now.
We're more on a Spider-Man kick right now.
We are on a Spider-Man kick. I am so excited for Brand New Day.
His Batman does look cool. I will give him
Yeah,
that. It's
I
a
like-
cool looking
And he's
Batman.
a good actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just...
No.
Nah, personal preference, that's all.
No, that's fair.
that's fair.
Obviously,
That's
it did
fair.
well. I mean, you
Right.
know what I mean?
That's fair. That's completely fair.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that is my story today. Any closing thoughts? I thought you guys might like that one.
I'm dead serious about a podcast road trip.
No, for sure.
That sounds like so
I
Are we
think-
much
tagging
fun.
more people along, or was it just us?
I think we should. I think we should make a list of places we would want to go, and maybe
Do a road trip?
even if we don't do a road trip because of money, we should make like a list of places we want to go where we do a ghost hunt. Maybe we can film it and put it up on like our YouTube. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Oh, that'd be a lot of fun.
It'd be like little special little things, right?
Yeah.
So I'm
Absolutely.
gonna make that like
Yeah, I'm so down.
let's just call this visits. That's not how you spell that. Okay. So first up we have Hobo Hill House. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Hobo Hill House. Any right off the bat you can think of?
We can.
Huh?
I was like, we have a group chat we can discuss in.
We
as
could,
well.
yeah. We could do that. But I was just saying I have the list right now if there's anything you guys...
What was that? Is that something? It was something like Fox Hill Farm or something like that.
Fox Hollow Farm.
Fox Hollow. Yeah.
I don't think that's a visitable place because I think they actively live there.
Oh, did they?
We
Okay,
don't
I
want to
thought
go
that
to
was turned
Velisca,
into-
do we?
I don't feel like giving Velisca or
Lizzie Borden.
or
I'm
Lizzie
not gonna
Borden
do
my
that.
money because
Yeah.
they feel what they do feels very exploitative, and I just do not want part of it. It does not feel well to me, and I don't think I could. I don't think I could. Enjoy is not the right word, but I just don't.
You wouldn't feel
right.
good about it.
I wouldn't feel good about it. Yeah.
What's up?
Mansfield,
Okay.
the prison.
Yeah.
Mansfield could be something. Waverly Hills might be.
Isn't that
work
where
too.
that one concert takes place every year?
Yep.
Mhm.
And Mansfield also offers rentals for equipment and whatnot for ghost hunting.
That's cool as
Yep.
shit.
Yep.
Oh, there's also one down in Kentucky.
Waverly Hills is
Yes.
probably what you're thinking of.
Yeah.
So I've been to Waverly Hills on a mini ghost tour, and it was very interesting. I'll tell that on like a different day. But I promised Jordan that when she graduated, we would get a group together and we go like on a solo ghost hunt at Waverly, because they do that. I think it's like, it's pretty expensive. I think it's like you can have a certain amount of people, but I'm pretty sure it's like $1,000.
Oh,
Damn.
But the way I was looking at split up amongst the people that you take, it could be better, right?
Yeah.
I think that might also be 10. That's still $100 a person, but you're completely on your own overnight in
That's
Waverly
cool.
Hills for the whole night.
I mean, we
And
can find
all of
10
Waverly
friends who
Hills.
want to do it and who got
Oh, we
$100.
definitely have friends
Oh,
who would go
yeah.
ghost hunting with
Yeah.
us. Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, so that's on there, and that's something we can discuss later and add to throughout this podcast.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, now enough of me. What about you, hun? What do you got for us today?
I have a joke.
Ha
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
I don't care who the IRS sends. I'm not paying taxes.
Who's
Let
there?
me try that again. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Boo!
Boo-hoo.
Boo-hoo.
Aw, there's no reason to cry. You're not the kid from this next allegedly true encounter.
Such a basic ass knock knock joke. Boo-hoo. That's the first one you learn when you learn a joke.
They have titled this next allegedly true encounter "The Knock That Followed Me,"
All right.
and that is why I began with a knock knock.
All right.
Before
I guess
they
it.
start insulting me in my humor.
I
That
guess it.
sounds like an STD. The knock that followed me.
It's like the clap.
Yeah.
Isn't that basically the premise of It Follows?
Yeah.
Is it's just a sexual disease?
I think so.
So let's get into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
This was written by Far End of Spectrum.
Same.
Yeah. The date that this was published was August 26th, 2020. And then this is from the country of Bangladesh. And the paranormal category for this one is haunted places once again. This happened during the later June of 2018 in Dhaka, the capital city of Bangladesh.
I see. Okay.
I was living in my grandma's house back then. It was a joint family. Dhaka is like any other heavily populated city of the third world you can expect to visit. Crowded, buildings, traffic, and dust sums up the place pretty well. The precise area of Dhaka this happened in is Savar. I will not go into the details of which street.
Sure. That's fine.
The first incident took place during noontime, around 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m., so afternoon. I was returning home from school and I had taken a local bus that dropped me off in front of my alley. Entering the alley, there is a lane a little more than 200 meters in length. I was walking through the lane and was somewhat thirsty but not dehydrated, as the sky was cloudy and the temperature not much. To my right was a series of shops. Sorry, I lost my place.
You're okay.
Most shops were open, some were shuttered. To my left was a bunch of residential homes. It didn't jump at me right then, but there was only 3 people aside from me on that road. The roadside shops were either shuttered or open but empty. One of the people on the road walked behind me and stood near a light post, chatting, I believe. And 2 stood near a light post chatting, I believe.
Okay.
Mid-noon is a lazy time in Bangladesh. The wind was present and it blew up dust. There was a shuttered shop. The shutter was a light gray. To the right was a confectionery shop, also shuttered. To the left was a closed shop, empty. I didn't remember it being there, and I know that's supposed to be a red flag. Excuse me. A few meters from it, I heard the knocking. It was urgent and incessant. It was precisely the kind of knock you'd give if you needed someone's attention. I hesitated for a bit. Dhaka is a dangerous city, and if you don't watch where you step, you'll fall into places you would never want to be. When the knock came again, just as urgent as before, I knocked back on the door. The reply was immediate. "Someone there?" I said, "I'm here. Are you okay?" No reply came. I checked out to see if I could open the shutter. It was locked. The lock was odd. It was one of those old bronze-colored locks with carvings on it. It looked like it could take a bullet. I considered going to one of the shops nearby and asking for help, but they were all empty anyway. When 5 minutes had passed, I knocked on the shutter again. The second my knuckle touched the metal, there was a loud crash from behind the shutter, as if something heavy slammed against it. White dust that had accumulated on the shutter's curves fell. I took a step back and almost tripped over as I descended from the footpath. As I regained myself, another bang came from behind the shutter. "Are you okay?" I yelled. In reply, something banged against the shutter once more. At this point, I turned around and walked out of there as fast as I could. The shutter kept banging. It only stopped once I turned the corner. The next lane was a lot more crowded than the last. The shops were open and the rickshaws and vans moved around. I walked to my house as fast as my feet allowed, never looking back. I thought about it all day and through the evening. I talked about it with my cousin that afternoon. He was puzzled as me. He was as puzzled as me. He also pointed out the fact that the clothes store and the confectionery are side by side. So there was like a random one that had appeared that wasn't usually there, and that's the one with the shutters.
Love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My grandma's house was a 4-story apartment complex, each of the apartments being to one of her children. My mom lived in Mirzapur. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right.
Okay.
At the time with my dad, I lived on the 4th floor apartment, the one my parents owned, and I ate downstairs at my grandma's. My parents had hired a maid to make sure I lived in a human condition and not as a raccoon.
And not as a raccoon.
She cleaned the place up and slept in a different room of the same apartment for safety. My bedroom had an adjacent bathroom. The bathroom has a PVC door, so if someone turned on the bathroom lights, I could tell. I could also tell if someone was in there based on the shadows they cast on the door. There was also an adjacent balcony that faced the street. It had a nice, cool breeze at night. I had gone to sleep that night, and my maid had turned off all the lights. Because what happened earlier, I took some time to fall asleep. I woke up in the middle of the night, and it took me a moment to distinguish the sound of knocking over the ticking of the overhead clock. When I heard it, I absolutely froze. The light to my bathroom was turned on, and I could see the outline of something behind the door. It was large, almost covering the entire door. Mind you, this door is almost 7 feet in height. It knocked, and then it said, "Someone there?" Just like the one earlier. There was no reason for my maid to be using my bathroom. Neither did she have such a long shadow. She didn't have that voice either. I don't know how long it went for, but between 4 to 4:30, it stopped. The bathroom light went out. I didn't sleep that night. I went to school the next day and told one of my friends about it. He told me to recite the Ayatul Kursi before sleeping. That is a prayer, if you do not know. That noon, when I was walking back to my apartment, I noticed there was indeed no space between the clothes store and the confectionery, and neither of them had light gray shutters. This incident happened again 2 days after. This time, I took note of certain things. It knocked in short bursts. First a single faint knock, then 2 bursts of 3 knocks. After that, it said, in the voice that I had heard in the street, "Is someone there?" Then it repeated, down to the pronunciation and the uneven interval between the knocks, like a recording. This went on for the 7 more months I lived there. My maid also came across it one time, and she got so freaked out that she quit.
Damn.
My parents convinced her to come back. She would never come into my room at night after that, though. So as to say, I never opened the door to it. I had strong hunch that it'd follow me wherever. If I had to pee, I peed in a bottle. If I had to poop, I've never been in that situation, and I'm glad for that. After I moved away from that apartment, I've never experienced something like it, save for a random knock on the door one night. So what do you think it was, and why do you think it turned on the bathroom light?
Can I just say, first and foremost, this is insane. What's going on here? Like, when you actually boil it down and think about it.
What in the fucking castle did I just listen to?
Like, this is kind of insane. Because let's split this up into two things, right? Mm-hmm. So we've got the knocking and the is anybody there, right? Mm-hmm. We've heard stories like this could be a mimic, sure, sure. The thing, the house appearing in between things that there wasn't a gap. Mm-hmm. That's insane. What in the number 12 Grimald place is this bullshit? That's crazy.
Yeah. My sentiments exactly.
I can't explain that. Maybe is it like some
So if I was in her shoes and my cousin looked at me and said, "No, the clothing shop and the confectionery are right next to each other," I would have marched my ass right back down to that street to go look. Again.
Oh, I gotta make sure, you know?
Right. Either I'm fucking crazy or you're wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping you're
one of
wrong.
us is crazy, and I really hope it's you.
Yeah.
No, because breaking it. If we try to break it down to stuff that we like, quote, know more about or have heard more about, right? Is it? I guess it's maybe a time slip, like a reality shift, maybe.
Yeah.
Is when those appeared.
I've told those stories before.
Reality shift, but then is the mimic also from that? Did it follow from that? Is it something different? Is it a completely separate thing entirely? Like,
it originally was discovered in that building.
Yeah.
Behind the shutters, so I'd assume probably.
Maybe.
Honestly.
But that's wild. Like, and there's a part of me that's like, well, it could be growing crazy. There's always that. But the maid noticed it too and got scared enough that they quit.
Yep.
That's more to me. And I'm like,
As shitty as that situation is, that moment would have made me felt so fucking vindicated.
Vindicated,
to
yeah.
know that somebody else experienced it.
No,
like,
you saw
damn,
it
I'm
too,
sorry.
right?
I'm sorry for you, but yes!
Definitely validated.
You're right. It is scary. I believe you.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely validated. Absolutely.
No, yeah. So that's all I have on that. That's just wild.
I'm excited to see some pictures.
Yeah.
So it's nothing too crazy, unfortunately. First one is going to be that prayer that I had mentioned.
Sure.
It is the Ayatul Kursi. I'm going to go ahead and read it if that's okay.
Yeah.
It says, Allah, there is no God but Him, the living, the eternal. He neither slumbers nor sleeps. To Him belongs all that is in the heavens and the earth. Mm-hmm. Who can intercede with Him without His permission? He knows what it is before them and what is behind them. It goes on for a couple more sentences.
From what I'm seeing, it's a basic prayer.
Yeah,
like,
it's kind
of
of
very
like
basic prayer, like
my Father who art in heaven.
Yeah, yeah, exactly right. It's like, okay,
it's just that for Bangladesh. Or,
the way it's laid out and the way that the language looks written, my brain keeps thinking that it's like music notes.
Same.
Yeah.
The top part of it, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, yeah, that's okay.
And then I have one more, and it's just a stock photo. Sorry.
That's okay.
But, it's just, let me find it.
Yeah.
My entire thing stopped working.
Oh, no.
There we go. Just some shutters. There's no lock on this one, unfortunately.
That's another creepy detail I forgot about.
There's a chain on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there is.
Mm-hmm. So the one from the story, the encounter had a gold lock with
I thought it was bronze.
engravings.
Is it gold?
I thought it was gold.
I thought it was
I thought it was bronze.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm probably misremembering it.
Because for some reason I was like, that's insane.
I think it's because when I see bronze, it's similar to gold, so my brain just kind of went gold.
Could be.
You made a comment about I don't know what you specifically in OP said that it looked like it could take a bullet. Gold is so soft, a bullet would not have. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yep, correct.
Mm-hmm. That's why gold.
That's what I got.
That's what's up.
That's a good one. That
was cool. Like that one. I was not confident about that one.
No, that
actually.
was really interesting. That was fucky wucky is what that was.
I like the fucky wucky ones. They're usually my
they're
favorite.
Fun.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the one at the office? with they could have been like aliens, like
with the
lining up
the
to
elevator?
the janitorial closet. They were going down the state. Oh yeah, elevator probably, but they were going into a janitor closet.
Yeah,
disappeared.
Yeah, I remember that one. It was crazy.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite
Those are
ones.
fun.
Mm-hmm.
Those are really fun ones.
What do you got for us today, B?
Yeah.
So
How are you finishing us today?
I have a small act of kindness that had a really big impact on someone. But I do have a question. Are either of you familiar with the Disney College program?
I've heard of it. I'm not familiar with it.
I don't even think I've heard of it. I didn't know this was a Disney College thing. So no,
The Disney College program is basically an internship.
I see.
Yeah.
All right.
Where you're going and you're working in oh damn it, what are the words? I can't think.
I don't think there's pay either.
What do they call? No, it's an unpaid internship.
Which
But,
is
like,
diabolical, by the
Cast
way.
members, that's what they call their employees.
I see.
They're working all of the different roles that the cast members do when they're learning the business side of things or whatever their major is, however it involves. But that's what the Disney College program is. It's a 1 semester long internship at Disney.
Huh.
Yep. So it's actually the same post from before. What's one act of kindness you were shown that you will never forget? But a different commenter. And this one was actually posted 12 years ago. When I was a sophomore in college, I decided to pack up my life on a whim and go do the Disney College program. My parents were against it, and they told me that if I were bent on disobeying them and going anyway, I could expect no financial help from them at all. If something went wrong, it was my problem, not theirs. Well, about 2/3 of the way through the internship, my car flooded. I'm not exaggerating here. Rain in Florida is like nothing my Wisconsinite self has ever seen before. One day, during the torrential monsoons that are common down there, my friend and I were at lunch. I ran to pull the car up, and my friend opened the door, and his exclamation of, "What the fuck?" brought to my attention the fact that there were 4 inches of water on my passenger side floorboards. We were driving in this torrent, and We were driving in this torrent with my friend bailing my car out with a paper cup like a sinking ship.
Because what do you do at that
What
point?
do you do?
I panicked. I had a literal panic attack as we tried to figure out what to do. I called my mom, who said I had to deal with it. Without any idea what to do, I called a Ford dealership because I didn't know any mechanics that were trustworthy in the area. The assholes at the dealership asked if I had my windows shut. Helpful. My friend talked me through going to Walmart and buying a tarp and bungee cords. We covered the whole car because we didn't know where the lake was and waited until morning. The next day, I drove half an hour to the neighboring town to a different dealership. There, I talked to an older mechanic about my dad's age who said he'd look if we didn't mind waiting a bit. 45 minutes later, he told me that they had determined that the apron at the base of my windshield had warped with age and had been directing water into my car rather than out the wheel well or something like that. All it took was a bead of silicone to seal it up. I thanked the man profusely and asked what I owed him. He said he'd seen the plates on the car. "You're a long way from home, aren't you?" he asked. I told him I was, that I'd just come down for the college program. He refused my money then, telling me, "I've got a daughter about your age, out in Arizona at school. I'd want someone to help her too if she were stuck and didn't know what to do. Take care." It wasn't an expensive fix or a dire situation, but when I was really freaked out over something and a long way from home, that dad in Florida, seeing his little girl reflected in me, extended a gesture that I will never be able to forget. I hope he realized that.
Damn.
I'm crying.
That's so nice. I love that one. First of all, parents, that's a never contacting again. That's a cut contact type deal.
Yeah.
After that, it's like, all right,
Figure it out. That's insane.
that's insane.
Yeah.
All because they didn't go what you wanted to do, what you wanted them to do. All right.
It
Piece of shit.
kind of reminds me of when my car blew up on my exit to my house.
Yeah.
And when I called my dad for help, his response was, "Well, I guess you better start footing it," and wanted me to walk home.
Did you end up walking home?
No, another friend called me. I used to work at the Kroger by my house at the time. And she called me and was like, hey, I'm in town. Are you working? I want to come by and see you. And I just broke down. And I'm like, actually, no. I'm on the side of the highway. My car blew up. It won't start. My dad won't come get me. And she's, whoa. Walk to the end of the exit and I'll come pick you up. Okay, I'll see you soon. And she did. And I had to have been 16, 17. It was that Red Explorer that I had.
Yeah, I remember that.
And she pulled up. She handed me a cigarette and let me bitch and moan until I got home.
Oh,
that was an event.
That's crazy. Also, do you know the reason why rain in Florida can be so bad? Maybe it's not
the
Florida,
ocean,
but like actually, it's more like yeah, because I forgot about that. I'm thinking more like
a peninsula.
Are
we in school right now?
I don't think it actually pertains to Florida. Now that I think about it, but do you guys? It's more like in like really dry areas that don't get a lot of rain, right? Like a flash flood will happen. Like Arizona, sure, like a flash flood will happen, but do you know why it does that as opposed to like anywhere else?
Is the soil not used to absorbing that much liquid?
That's exactly it.
I'm so smart!
No, because that's exactly what it is.
That was a hypothesis,
It's not used to it, and so it doesn't. And so all that water doesn't absorb into the ground, it just goes. So, like, that's...
not as... There's a word for that. I forget what it is.
My brain said Florida hot, and that's why it went to that little fun fact. But then, I don't particularly think Florida is a stranger to rain, so I think that's not really applicable here.
No, it's always fucking raining, and it's raining heavy.
Yeah.
Remember Home Alone 2? Lost in New York?
Yeah, we're not there yet.
When they went to
Florida. Oh, they did go to Florida and it was raining, yeah.
When they went to Florida.
I'm sorry I immediately just tried to make fun of you. Like, I immediately just jumped into... That's not Florida.
I should have made fun of you for your fun fact.
Go ahead.
No, I don't want to. I'm not mean.
No, you should. Go ahead.
No, I'm not a bully.
You would if you weren't on camera.
I'm not on camera.
You would if you weren't on mic.
On camera.
You would if you weren't mic.
Do you guys want to see my picture?
Yeah.
Yes. This I snatched off of a college website. I don't know what college website I got it from. There were several that had it, so I just picked one. But this is a flyer for the Disney College program.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
This is not us advertising the Disney College program, by the way.
Actually, please don't. I'm gonna disadvertise. Wait, am I gonna get in trouble for that?
No.
Do what you want. Do it. It's your own life.
You can't be sued for telling people not to do something. Can you?
I don't know. I feel like
can.
it's Disney. They find a way, right?
You just gotta be careful around the mouse. You can't shit talk the mouse too
Disney
much.
and Nintendo, you gotta be careful around.
Nintendo doesn't care if you shit talk. Nintendo cares if you steal their shit.
Or just
Disney cares if you shit talk. The mouse will get you.
My thing about Disney,
I'll go for it.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
It's stuff to do with AI and layoffs.
I feel you.
That's the beef I got with them.
No, yeah. And how, like, yeah. Fuck big corporations, man.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Support small corporations like us.
Anyway, guys. Yeah, exactly. Who wants to send us off? B, I don't think you've done it this session.
I haven't. I guess I probably should, huh?
I guess it's up to you, yeah.
Now, shut up and don't yell at them.
I'm not going to do that.
And I will too.
Other than where you are listening to us now, you can find us pretty much anywhere that podcasts can be heard. Spotify, Apple Music, there's a cool little video on YouTube. Brandon takes the time to set up an audio wave and all that with the pictures thrown up if you'd like to watch along. You can find us on pretty much any social media. We are on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, but not Twitter because...
Fuck Twitter!
Fuck Twitter!
Uh-huh.
You were on Facebook then, huh?
No.
We would love to read some true real life stories from you guys, from our listeners.
For sure.
And we can do that if you would send us an email. You can send us an email to TPIBOTE@outlook.com. That's TPIBOTE@outlook.com. If you have a true life paranormal kind of story, go ahead and put for Dalia in that title for me. Dalia, no H. If it's a happy, wholesome, funny story, I don't know, something that you think would be a good palate cleanser for the end of the show, go ahead and stick my name in there in that subject line. That's B-B-E-E.
Like the insect. Bzz.
Yep, like the insect, not the bug, Brandon.
Not the bug,
These aren't
Brandon.
bugs.
Bug.
Yeah.
Okay, so I spent 4 episodes calling a bee a bug, and none of you corrected me?
It was funny.
It was a little funny. It sounds nice. You know what I mean?
And I only heard you say it once, so
I
may
said
have
it
zoned
every
out.
time.
Yeah.
I definitely zoned out the entire time. Got it. Okay.
Yep. But as always, we oh, wait. Rewind. Don't forget those places that you can listen to us. Rate and review us if you can, too. Leave us a comment. Tell us how we're doing. Come find us on Facebook and Instagram and leave us comments there, too. We would love to hear from
And
you
we'll
guys.
come find you.
Yeah, I'm coming for you.
Wait a minute.
But as always, we really appreciate you guys sitting and hanging out with us. And this podcast was based on true events.